Hello everyone, welcome back to BioVidyalaya. I hope you all are doing very well. Today we are going to discuss another topic from immunology, that is hypersensitivity or hypersensitive reactions. Hypersensitivity is nothing but it is allergy. So let's begin. Hypersensitivity. What is the meaning of hypersensitivity? Hyper means over, over than the normal, and sensitive means reactive. So the meaning of hypersensitivity is overreactive. Who is overreactive here? Our immune system. What is the normal function of our immune system? The normal function of our immune system is to protect our body from microorganism and other foreign substance. If that normal activity of the immune system is over than the normal function, means what will happen? That is not good for our body. That will cause disease, sometimes death also. If the activity of the immune system is excessive or overactive than normal, means that will cause hypersensitive reaction. Over-response of an immune system to any antigen is called hypersensitivity. Occurs when the host is exposed to same antigen repeatedly. We know that many people are very sensitive to some food like groundnut, cashews, strawberries, like that. That will cause some allergies in skin rashes, itching, like that. And some people are allergic to dust, that will cause sneezing, like that. So this reaction may be damaging, uncomfortable, or occasionally fatal. Examples of allergens are drugs, pollen, food, blood transfusion, etc. Okay. Next is classification of hypersensitivity. According to earlier or traditional classification, we can classify this hypersensitivity into two types: delayed type hypersensitivity and immediate hypersensitivity. Delayed means late and immediate means sudden. So this classification is based on how much time it will take to show the reaction to appear after antigen exposure. In the case of delayed type hypersensitivity, reaction appears 48 to 72 hours after antigen exposure. That will take some time for reaction to appear. In the case of immediate type hypersensitivity, which generally appears within 12 minutes of an antigen challenge. So this is sudden immune reaction. Okay. Later hypersensitivity reactions are classified into four types. That classification is Coombs and Gell classification. I will write here Coombs and Gell. Coombs and Gell classification. Based on this classification, we can classify this hypersensitivity into four types: type 1, type 2, type 3 and type 4. Type 1 hypersensitivity is also known as immediate type hypersensitivity, allergy, or we can say it is IgE mediated hypersensitivity. And type 2 hypersensitivity means cytotoxic hypersensitivity. And type 3 is immune complex mediated hypersensitivity. And type 4 is delayed type hypersensitivity or cell-mediated hypersensitivity. Okay. So this type 1 hypersensitivity is also known as allergy or atopy. This is IgE mediated hypersensitivity, and here this is an allergic reaction by the re-exposure of a specific type of antigen known as allergen. Here this IgE will lead to the degranulation of mast cells or basophil. Example for this type 1 hypersensitivity is bee stings, penicillin, food poison, etc. And next is type 2 hypersensitivity. Type 2 hypersensitivity is antibody mediated hypersensitivity. And here antibody involved is IgG or IgM, and that will lead to ADCC. ADCC means antibody dependent cell mediated cytotoxicity. Okay. And example for type 2 hypersensitivity is hemolytic anemia. Next is type 3. Type 3 hypersensitivity is also known as immune complex mediated hypersensitivity. Immune complexes are the aggregation of antigen and antibodies. This clumps of antigen-antibody complex, that means immune complex, that will deposit in tissues like kidney or the joints, and that will cause inflammation by activating complement protein and attracting neutrophils. Okay. Example for this type 3 hypersensitivity is rheumatoid arthritis. And type 4. Type 4 is also known as delayed type hypersensitivity, because it will take few days for reaction to appear. That's why it is called delayed type hypersensitivity. And here Th1 cells that will attracting and activating macrophages. Okay. So this is very important to remember what are the what immune components are involved in each of this hypersensitivity. And example for this type 4 hypersensitivity is transplant rejection reaction or graft rejection reaction. Okay, and I will tell you how to remember this hypersensitivity reaction. There is a code for that, that is ABCD. A for allergic anaphylaxis and atopy. This type 1 hypersensitivity is also known as allergy or atopy. So remember A for that. And for type 2 B, that means antibody. This is antibody mediated hypersensitivity. For type 3, code is C. That means immune complex. This is immune complex mediated hypersensitivity. And type 4 code is D. And this is delayed type hypersensitivity. So you have to remember A, B, C, D for type 1, type 2, type 3 and type 4 hypersensitivity. This is very important to remember what immune components are involved in each of these hypersensitivity reactions. Okay. So we can say this hypersensitivity may be a humoral mediated, that means antibody mediated or cell mediated. Humoral means antibody mediated. Under humoral we can say type 1 and type 2 are antibody mediated and type 3 is antigen antibody mediated. In type 1, IgE antibody is involved, and in type 2 IgG or IgM antibody is involved, and type 3, that is coming under antigen antibody mediated or immune complex mediated. In that, antibody involved is IgG, and next is cell mediated. Type 4 is coming under cell mediated, and here T cell is involved. Th1 cell is involved. Okay. So this was an introduction video and we will do a detailed discussion about each of these types of hypersensitivity in our upcoming videos. So stay tuned. This is the question from CSIR Net December 2013. Try to answer this question and comment me your answers. If you like this video and find it helpful, please hit the like button, share maximum as possible and subscribe this channel to get more videos like this. Keep learning. Thank you.